Hello, welcome to another video. Today I want to go over the moving from Season 3 to Season of Strife, okay? I want to touch over a few things that your kingdom needs to be aware. I probably will miss something, okay? Because I don't know exactly everything, but the most important part of this video is I want to go over the heroes and how you need to prioritize them based on if you're an archer, mage, infantry, or cavalry main. This is going to be one of the main features of moving seasons. Because let's go to my cavalry account. We check here the heroes, okay. The last ones we got is Gorish Skull and Tohar Bertrand, okay. Those are the last ones, which are G2. And now we moved into Season of Strife. The issue we find ourselves is with having G3 and G4 heroes all at once, okay? That means you need to really be careful where you invest your gold heads, because you will not have many, you will not have enough to max several heroes at once, maybe, probably not even one, okay? So that's why I want to make this guy so people at least take the correct choices. For that, let's move first to my infantry account. So here we can see the heroes that there's so let's see, for example, Mogro, Damfall, G3 heroes, those we will get next season, okay? Who else? Margaret Zaida, really important march. I'm gonna talk about this march and who should prioritize it, which is pretty much everyone, but it's a bit more tricky. Urach Tobin, Thunderlin, Thaleia, well, no, not Bahor, Falgrim, Sibyl, Neya, Li Shenyan, and the new infantry, Kuma and Li Quan. So for this I'm gonna go to the usual tier maker. Okay, so here we are. Now bear in mind I'm not gonna touch on any of the past heroes, okay, maybe a certain troop type, like for example mages. I might say that you're better off maxing heroes from Season 1 or Season 2 before any other, because they are just stronger, okay? But for most of the cases that will be not really the case. So I'm gonna start with infantry, okay? Why infantry? Because we don't have here in the tier list yet the new ones, and that's what you should focus on, okay? So I'm gonna go to the infantry account. So you check the infantry. What you want to do is have a 5551 Gorish, 5551 Skogul, and then you can start working on Kuma and Lei Quan, okay? They're really strong, at least the initial reports are that. They're a priority to have as an infantry player, plus Kuma really helps your team win, okay? Maybe even if you weren't, even if the reports weren't that great, the fact that you can apply this massive debuff on all the enemies, especially infantry, that means when your DPS are hitting the enemy infantry, they are dealing way more damage. The enemy infantry, if they don't have Kuma, they will die faster. If they die faster, then you can move into engaging the enemy DPS and thus pushing the battlefield on your favor. So that's why this combo is really important as an infantry main. I'm gonna lock him at reset. I have 200 heads that they can put in any of those two. So here's the tricky part, okay? Kuma comes on the wheel, you can grind him with the gems easier because this guy comes from Strongest Lord. And what's the issue? This guy's second skill is the rally one, which means you make him 5-1-1-1 and then you pray that your heads are not landing in this one, which is a bit of a gamble, versus Kuma, which, yes, you can get the heads easier through the wheel, but every single skill here counts for open field. Now again, the issue we have is that the second skill is not really that appealing to me, at least. So yeah, you kinda wanna make both 5-1-1 and then gamble. I'm not gonna lie, the fact that I don't really like this skill makes me use the 200 heads on the Strongest Lord hero, because I mean ideally you wanna use it on this guy because it's harder to get. Way better, because even if it lands here, I mean, the healing factor I don't really care that much, to be honest. So that's my plan. So yeah, these are your S tier plus guys that you wanna grind on once you get Season of Strife, okay? As an infantry player, these are your priority once you have your Gorsh Goal 5551 both. And then if you wanna max one of the two, the prioritise Skull. It gives you 10% counter-attack damage. Every single skill works on open field versus Gorish, which has a rally skill. And here the buff is 10% more attack and 5% less damage taken, which is nice, but I mean, with the new infantry, not a priority for me. So this is for infantry, so here we'll have the 2 new infantry heroes. Now then, we have... Mogro for me is gonna be... I mean, too much stuff. Let me delete this, okay? So Mogro for me... Where is it here? It's gonna be an A, and Delmfell a B, okay? Why? Delmfell... It's kinda weird, like, it has a good damage factor, but it doesn't really deal that much damage. Mogro has a secret synergy with Kuma, which is you can actually apply a massive health debuff, which is what I'm gonna do until I unlock the red head guy. I'm gonna be running Kuma with Mogro. But yeah, Mogro is just superior. You can use him with Cavalry too. I mean, if you're a rally elite, you might want to max both, because at least, well, no, with the new infantry they're kind of getting replaced. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick with this. Now, any other noticeable mentions for infantry? Not really, to be honest. Like, all the others, like Gorsh Kogul, okay, like if I were to put them, it will be like this. Well, more like this, to be honest. Like Gorsh Kogul, Kuma, and the red head guy are S tier plus, okay, like that's it. These two, you can work on them later on. Not a priority as an infantry main, do not rush them, okay. And Mushang for infantry, I'd place it on an ape. Yeah, right behind Mogro. Mushang is not really gonna go crazy, but it never goes bad, you know, so that's a hero I'm working on both accounts, because it's so universal. You can use it with mages, even some archers, some cavalry, some infantry. Like, she's so good overall that, I don't know, like, not going for her, I feel it's kind of a waste. But yeah, this is for infantry, like, pretty straightforward. You really want to go for the new ones, Gorsh Kogul, and then if you still have some heads, Delmfell Mogro. Let's move into archers. So archers are a bit tricky, okay? I'd say civil Folgrim. I mean, let me put them all here, and then I will move them around. Those are G2. I think that's pretty much for archers. Yes. I mean, look. Margaret Zaida, most broken march in the game. Almost everyone should go for this. Okay, that's the truth. It's a really strong march, it's the best march for behemoths. You can use it with archers, you can use it with mages, like, it's just kinda insane, to be honest. So, I mean, both are good, so I'm gonna leave them an A. If you wanna know which one I'd prioritize over the other, it'd go like this, so Civil first and then Fulgrim second. But it's gonna be like this. As an archer main, the moment you touch Season of Strife, you instantly max Margaret Zaida. Like, that's it. Like, just think about it. You get into Season of Strife, you max these two heroes, now you have the best archer march in the game, and if you run out of archers, you can literally swap it to mages, and it will still perform. Like, this march is absolutely crazy. Like, yeah, like, for real. Just, as an archer main, no-brainer, Margaret Zaida. That's the way to go. Now, let's move into mages. This one might be a bit of a surprise, okay. The priorities I will do is still work on Mu Theia, okay. Theia, let's put it like this. I'd honestly go with like this. Mushang, super strong with mages, super good with Theia. The reason I'm placing Theia in A and not S+, is because I feel there's a chance that in the future a better pair for Mushang mages appears, while Mushang just seems too strong with mages to really be the first one that you will replace from the two. And Margaret Zaida, you might be saying, those are archer commanders. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You slap them Celestials, you slap them like a tier of Arborn, a Zephiric Feedrake, and they're gonna literally wreck the enemy. They are that good, okay? So, honestly, I'd work just like this. Mushang, Theia, best mage march in the game. The only reason I have Theia here is because I feel she might be getting replaced soonish, to be honest, and maybe you put something else with Mushang. And Margaret Zaida, really strong. I mean, it's stronger than Bertrand Tohart or like Thunderlim Thalia. I'd go like this, to be honest. Like, your top priority, this is kind of a well, no, actually like this. Like, she sucks, she got the recent buff, she's now kinda like okay, and like being on pair with some other mage marches, okay? But it's not your priority to go for. Your priority are those 3 marches up here. Because again, like, even if you say after the buff, Thunderling is now performing equally as Maggott's Zither or slightly better, for me, that difference is not enough to not literally work on 2 heroes, okay? 2 heroes that you can use with archers and you can use with mages. Like, being able to play this with whatever the fuck you want is insane value. Like, you can run out of archers and your heroes will still have value, which no other pair of heroes have that like value in the game. So yeah, that's for mages. And now for cavalry, which is kind of my area of expertise. No-brainer, first priority, top priority, what is this? Urak. Urak is where I'm gonna dump all my gold heads universals that I have saved. This is what I'm gonna grind the first thing, okay? Urak is insane, good chunk of damage, AoE damage, which I really love for cavalry, okay? Whenever I charge into like 1, 2, 3 marches, like being able to deal AoE damage means whenever they are hitting me, every single time they are dealing less and less damage to me. So I really love that concept. Decent rage engine, artifact with Urak is super strong, so for me top priority to work on. So we have Tobin. Where are the other ones? Oh, they're not here yet. Okay, they've not been added, so I will show them in game. Where is... Okay, maybe we'll do it like this. Now, Tobin for me is a bit of an issue right now because Untouch, like a Cavalry Main player, he told me he feels like he kinda regrets investing on Tobin, and if it were him, he will just skip it and just use Urak Alistair, for example. I'm not really sold on that concept because let's check Tobin skills. Like if we come here and we check, where is it? Tobin skills, 1.6k damage factor is like super high, or like the highest in like there's maybe Urak with the Awakening, yes, it goes 1 to 1.7k, but still like 1.6 is super high, plus reduced damage taken, plus minus 30%. This is insane. Like many times, if you misposition yourself, or if you say like let's use YOLO it, enemy range units will like they will bombard you and one-shot you and give you a bad report. This will not save you, but this will minimize how bad the report is, even maybe helping you get it on uneven. Issue with Tobin, second skill sucks because it's a rally skill. So again, we're talking gambling, okay? 5111, third skill, 20% HP, which I really like as a stat, and 10% attack bonus. This for me is the best combination of stats that you can have. And fourth one, deals 5% more rage skill damage to enemy legions in front of the legion, and 4% more counterattack damage to the legions behind the legion. I really like this concept. I'm not sure if it's like really working that well, but the idea is you're rushing if like on the enemy backline, so whenever you have in front, that's your target, 20% more skill damage bonus, and all the people that are behind you swarming, they're getting hit with a slightly higher counterattack damage bonus. Awakening, 20% more damage dealt to ranged legions, 15% less damage taken from melee regions. For me, it feels just too good, to be honest. Like, I don't know why he would say that, and I trust Untouch. Like, I know he plays caps, I know he's good. Like, in this case, I just don't see it. Maybe, look, I make him 5111, and I then realize that, because he's, like, Untouch has more experience than me. I'm not debating that. I'm just debating that what I see on paper, it's not a hero that I want to skip, sorry. Like, I really don't feel like skipping this guy. So, Tobin for me, where is it? Here. An A, okay. I will really, well, A. Yeah, I'd place it honestly on an A, and then we're gonna have to talk about the new 2 heroes. So, Nea for me is gonna be S+ behind Urak, okay? She's kind of like the backbone. Like, you gotta bear in mind that in this game there's always one hero, which is like he's like the protagonist of the march, because the pet synergizes with him, the artifact is literally his weapon, or her weapon in this case. She for me is my second priority after, what is it called, Urak, okay? This skill I mean, I like the concept, I really like that it's HP bypass, that will increase a lot my damage, but I feel I can go with a 5-1-1-1 and go, for example, for the march speed bonus to speed sync or for the skill damage buff. Like, I don't know if I really want to rush this. Like, yes, don't get me wrong, I like this skill, I'm just not sure if I want to make, like, for example, a 5-5-5-1. Because all this attack, okay, will help me trade in fights, skill damage bonus the same, HP bonus the same, march speed bonus helps me sync speed the march. So maybe I'll go 5-1-1-1 and then YOLO the skills. And then the awakening, kinda nice, but not a priority for me, like it's not like I'm desperate to get this awakening. So, the other one, Li Shengyuan. There's something good and something bad about this guy, his garrison, okay, that means one garrison skill. Good news, it's the fourth one, this is ideal, because this hero I'm gonna do 5-5-5-1, and I will ignore it for the rest of my life. Why? Here you're already getting, in this case, in this hero, I'd say 90% of the value of this hero. So you get 1.5k damage factor, rage accumulation speed bonus, 20% attack, 10% defense, and 30% hero skill damage dealt. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna make him 5-5-1, then I will max this to 5, and then I will open the other one and leave it. The awakening, is it good? It will help you trade better because ignoring the enemy attack is less damage, less counter attack, etc, etc. But I don't feel it's like some game break, like it's strong, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel it's like I'm dying to get this awakening, kinda like Neya, okay, like 100 damage factor, yeah, it's cool, 10 more extra rage, like sure, at the end is 50 more rage and 100 more damage factor, sure is cool, but is it worth it? For example, like, I don't know, 300 gold heads over like working on other heroes? Not for me. So my priority, Urak, S+, this guy is getting all my heads whenever the new heroes release. I mean all my heads, I'm gonna make them, like, I'm gonna make this guy 5-1-1-1, probably, I don't know, I need to figure that out yet. And then I'm gonna make him 5-1-1-1, and then all my heads go to Urak, because, like, bear in mind, you're getting into Season of Strife. You're gonna be bombarded by Cavalry, but you don't have enough troops to max, like, to fill all the marches of Cavalry. So you still, like, yes, kinda sucks, but you still, that gives you time to really work on some heroes. Then I'm gonna do 5-1-1-1 Neya, and then 5-5-1 Li Shengyuan, and then 5-5-5-1, okay? So the priority is gonna be that. In the meantime, I like to work on Mushang. I feel she's an A, okay? I'm still working on her. Like, I got kinda unlucky, got some skills on the second skill, which I feel kinda sucks, but it is what it is. Now, as a Cavalry player, I do believe you still want Margaret Zaida. Why? If you want to take part on behemoths, and elite behemoths, you will probably end up needing this march, okay? Margaret Zaida is a march that even the infantry probably wants it, okay? Like, everyone wants Margaret Zaida. Best for behemoths and super strong on PvP. And you can use it with two different troop types. Now the difference is, for archers and mages is your top priority, for cavalry and infantry is not the top priority, but is an important priority for you to do once you finish your other projects. I hope this was helpful, and see you in the next one.